A government that cares, a government that listens. The words of Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips as he participated and spearheaded a 9-minister outreach in the community of Buxton on Monday morning. Minister of Housing and Water, the Honourable Colin Crowell. Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honourable Charles Ramson Jr. Minister of Public Works, the Honourable Bishop Juan Edgell. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, the Honourable Mohabir Anil Nandalal. Minister of Health, the Honourable Dr. Frank Anthony. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, the Honourable Onij Walrond. And Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for public affairs, the Honourable Kwame McCoy, were the 8 members of the Cabinet who joined the Prime Minister on the outreach. Speaking at the outreach, which was geared at listening to and addressing the concerns of residents in the area, the Prime Minister posited that Guyana's development will be an inclusive one for all its people.
Now is the time for development in Guyana, and Buxton will not be left out. No village in Guyana will be left out of the development. And that is one Guyana. When we say one Guyana, we talk about development for all the people of Guyana, wherever you are. And we don't care who you're voting for.
With issues ranging from housing to entrepreneurial opportunities to the rehabilitation of buildings, ministers were able to immediately remedy some of the concerns, while commitments were made to rectify others in the coming weeks. One such important issue raised and rectified on the same day was the state of the basketball hoops at the Buxton Community Centre ground.
The backdrop hides a very dilapidated ring. If you look, that's what the other one looks like, and it's on its way as well. So we would want to ask the minister to continue your good works and probably donate some rings for us.
You were saying that you have 100 players who play here and you don't have any hoops. Today, and just to show you that we mean business, that today I'm going to give you that commitment that within 30 minutes, those hoops are going to be here. My second commitment that I'm going to make now, within 30 minutes, we're also going to deliver a drive-in tractor lawnmower and brush cutter.
Committed to have rings delivered here within 30 minutes, which I think is somewhat amazing because a request was just made and he's already made provision to have that delivered. There's no active basketball this side of the coast. The only basketball team on the East Coast is Pleasance Guardians. So having the court here upgraded would see boost in the youths and probably establishment of a basketball team this side.
We spoke to a number of residents to hear their thoughts on the importance of this outreach in this community.
I'm very happy, and people could be able to hear the views and say what they have to say concerning it, and I'm very happy about it.
More often in the past, culturally, we find that to meet, for a common man to meet somebody in government, you make so many appointments and they're never available. I understand the job of itself is very tedious and they're very busy. So it's important for them to come and meet and hear the residents, one-on-one dialogue, so to speak, and hear our concerns and best way that we can move forward as a nation.
Do you think it's good for the ministers to be out in these communities, and why?
Yes, I would agree with that statement, because once you interact with persons, you tend to know what they need and what would be beneficial to them. So I agree with them coming out to the Buxton ground and interacting with members of the community.
And Asa now, with among the things that go on, we need development in this place. You understand? We need development. And not just tax. Things are happening. And from this Asa, I would see that we could trust them and agree with them, work with them to watch certain things.
Being in Buxton today is a great message to each and everybody in the world, because some people out there saying that PP can't come to Buxton, organization can't come to Buxton, but this Ali government are a different government from before. And this government is a real highlight government that uplift from youths to the old.
I think this is great, yes, because they're paying attention to the public. And it shows that despite, the controversy that we have, that is going on with Mr. Bacchus and his family, they're still paying attention to each and every person needs, and they're trying, to reach out to persons. My concern was basically in housing, and I've spoke to someone already about it. So I'm happy that I came out today.
There are persons out in the field here that their problems are not addressing as on Facebook or around the corner. But you come here, you get to meet the minister in person and share your views and your problems.
All right, now tell me about your particular concern, if you were able to move forward in any way from today's engagement.
Yes, so far I was able to meet with somebody that attached to the minister, the tourism minister, and I'm sure I will be getting help.
I believe it's important for them to come out so that you can get a feel of what is going on. When you come out and someone stands and speaks to you, you get a raw emotion. And once you have a conscience and you have a heart, it will be only fair for you to try your best to assist when you see the emotion behind some of the issues that the people have when addressing the concerns.
Because some of our residents, they don't have a voice, and they might not speak openly in mic, but they will come to you in secrecy and say, Minister, this is bothering me, and you'll get to have that personal connection with this minister to know what's really going on in the community, because some persons are just speaking on things they hear and blah, blah, blah. Some persons are just gullible, they're on not credible stuff. So when have that personal interaction with the minister, they are going to know what's really pressing forward in the community. This outreach is striving for development, and that's what we want to see within this community, development within our youths.
This outreach forms part of the wider community outreach program that government has embarked on to hear the thoughts, opinions, and concerns of citizens in every part of the country. For DPI, I am Shaquan Gill.